Hello YouTube, my name is Zadarkus and I welcome you to patch 5.3 best top laners. The first top laner in my list is Irelia. Irelia mechanics are mostly easy to get a hold on, yet depending on the matchups, the difference will have a huge impact from those who are great on her to the average Irelia players. Irelia Snowball's potential is huge, and even when she is losing, it's possible to turn around the situations and carry the game once she gets Trinity Force and some defensive stats. Teleport is great on her, but Exhaust and Ignite are a possible option as well if you really want to win the lane. Let's go to her pros and cons. In favor of Aurelia, she is a strong, tanky, mobile bruiser duelist with sustain. It's hard to lock down her or CC her due to her passive. She deals true damage, physical damage and magical damage. It's easy to farm with her, in most cases with her Q or even with her ultimate. She has versatile item builds and she has a strong close gap and some good CC. Sadly, against her, she has a weak early game, situational CC, which is her E that can either slow or stun. She requires farm, in other words, she is quite item dependent. She is weak against early ganks or jungle pressure, and her ultimate is not the strongest for team fights. But she is indeed a really strong top laner. Next, we got Jarvan. Jarvan scales really well at the moment with the stats he gets from his abilities. We all know he is a great initiator thanks to his flag combo and his ultimate, whether it be as a jungler or as a top laner. Thanks to the changes to the Cloud Armor Chain West and Ruby Crystal to Giant's Belt, he is now able to get stronger much faster and snowball harder than before in the top lane. As a top laner, going to a off-tank build with a mid-game Hydra for the damage is a great path to take. Teleport would be the choice in most cases, as this double gap closer can make all the difference in contesting Drake or counter-ganking bot lane. In his favor, he has a strong snowball potential, great level 2 first blood potential, easy gank setup for your jungler, EQ combo great for escaping or engaging, a strong split push potential, and he got the swag flag. Sadly, against him, it's easy to gank him when his EQ combo is down. He has a hard time in the lane if he is behind. His ultimate can screw up your team or a team fight if not well used. He needs a good early game to be helpful in the team fights, and his shield early game is rather weak and useless. I mean, at least in the laning phase. Next, we got Sion. Sion's natural tankiness and never-ending HP scaling into the late game make him the hardest tank to kill at the moment. Thanks to his scaling HP with farm, it's possible to sacrifice a tank item for a more offensive one and go for flat resistances first over the HP. This guy can literally spam love when he gets ganked, since the enemy most likely won't have the damage to kill him, unless we are talking about mixed damage between the jungler and the top laner. His ultimate is a great way to escape, engage, follow up engages, or just arrive to an important location in time if the teleport is down or just not worth using. As a side note, for main mid laners or Sion mains, I would suggest you to take him for the mid lane for a couple of games in normal games. I did it myself and it's great. It's nearly impossible to die and your roaming potential is amazing with your ultimate. For that, having a top laner that deals the damage you won't deal as a tank is vital. Again, do it in normals first. Now, in his favor, he has an incredible late game, can build tank and still remain relevant threat. He has a good surprise engage potential with a well-timed ultimate, strong roam potential thanks to his ultimate again, high base damage with a very good one-on-one brawling capability, good CC if well used, infinite HP scaling and a percentage max HP damage ability. Sadly against him, he depends a lot on his abilities to hit for full potential. Ultimate is hard to control and easy to be dodged, limited mobility which makes him easy to get kite and poked, and it's predictable when he uses his abilities and therefore they are easily avoidable and dodged. Now the Next champion in my list is Lissandra. Lissandra nowadays is a known pick for the top lane thanks to her powerful AoE abilities and CC. This patch does not change her position as a strong pick for the top lane. She is still very powerful and a great pick if you want an AP top laner. I would suggest teleport all times as she will turn fights around easily with her abilities, utility and overall damage. The pros of Lissandra are her amazing CC, amazing AoE damage, good in-lane poke against melee champions, strong laner and overall bully, strong gap closer or escape, and she is a AP champion for the top lane. Sadly, against her, she is not as tanky as most top laners that normally are picked. Quicksilver Slash may be a bit a pain in the ass to deal with. Early game gotta be careful with mana, weak against ganks if her E is on cooldown, and the E and W have a rather high cooldown. The next champion, the last one but not the least, is Gnar. Even though Riot made some changes to his numbers, he is still a power pick for the top lane. This Yordle remains high on the popularity thanks to his unique abilities and kiting power. The ability to deal great amount of damage and yet be hard to kill make this little Yordle a strong pick against most matchups, since he can still farm from a safe distance on his more difficult matchups. The pros of this Yordle are the good poke he has, good early and mid game, good CC in Mega Gnar, good mobility in Mini Gnar, good snowball potential, Mega Gnar form that has extra HP and resistances, and he is cute as hell. Sadly, against him, he is easy to be kited while he is a Mega Gnar, difficult to use and master, late game not the best top lane bruiser there is, CC kills him in Mini Gnar, and he has an overall short range and relies on a gimmicky cooldown reduction on his Qs, where you basically have to catch your Qs to get the cooldown reduction. Now this makes my top laners for patch 5.3. I hope you guys enjoyed it, that it helped you. Remember to be awesome and stay awesome. My name has been Zadarkus. This video was made for you. Remember to give it a thumbs up, a comment and subscribe if you are not subscribed. And I'll be seeing you pretty soon in the next one.